Hello, my name is Ben Gallimore, and this is my project for Health Informatics 455 with Dr. Campbell. This is I guess, status of where my EHR is. I tried doing this through Mixoffice, but apparently as of May, it's no longer active. So maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not sure, but I went ahead and put it in a PowerPoint slide to go and get this out there. So going through these slides, kind of breaking down where I'm at. As you can see, the first slide here, we have a patient table. Lists the first name, last name, gender, race, all that demographic information, and like the fields for gender, race, preferred language. Those are all drop-down boxes. So you just click on the box and it'll say male, female, language, all that good stuff. So you don't have to actually input that in. It makes it quicker. You can just click it and move on to the next thing. Let's see. So this is that's the example where you would click down and you click male, female for the different for gender, and then for race, and then for language, preferred language. The other way you can obviously put the information directly in the patient table, or you can do a new patient form. You would go down to new slide down at the bottom, and then you put all the information in there as the drop down boxes, and then this information would be put over into the patient table. The visit table. So here we have, again, labeled by the patient ID in the first column. Which visit we're talking about, the date. So also put in there, so when you do height and weight, so you do height in inches and then weight in pounds, it automatically computes the BMI for you. You can also, this is also where you would indicate tobacco use, which is another drop down. So you can do no tobacco use, smoke cigarettes, dip, chew, vape, or none of the above. So that is me inserting 68 inches tall, 149 pounds, and then automatically computes the BMI of 23 for that patient. This is the patient education chart. So here you would, this correlates basically to the disease list and the drug list. So that diagnosis ID 184, when you look at the disease list, that's what it'll indicate what that disease is, which is ulcers. So that makes it quicker just to put in the number as opposed to typing out the whole disease, and that table is on there as well. This also includes the the primary language of the patient, barriers to learning such as hearing impaired, blind, whatever that case may be, and then the educational notes, and then a checkbox if they've received their educational material. So this is an example of the disease list. So, we're talking about 184, so that would be ulcers down there. So it's directly related to that patient education table where you put the diagnosis in there. This is the prescription table. So this is going to indicate what prescriptions the patient is on. It'll also indicate with a checkbox if they have any allergies, and then you would list those allergies in the field right beside there. So, for instance, the first patient has allergies, and it's to prescription 18. So obviously you wouldn't want to give them that medication. So this just lists and also has a diagnosis on there. So it kind of combines those two as well as the patient education table. And this is the drug list, so you would use those numbers in correlation to the prescription table or patient education table to indicate what type of prescription you're talking about. And this is just an example. I did a relationship between the patient table and the other tables. So when you're going through, like, say you're right here on the prescription table, you can click that plus arrow and it brings up, you're like, who is patient number 1? Well, you click that plus arrow and it'll bring up their information and all their demographic information, address, all that good stuff. So I just opened up a few of those so you could see how that works. So that way it's handy to have all the information on one area.